Alright, so I'll show you the spreadsheet that I made up just to find out the Pokemon values of each set. It looks like it looks like a lot of work, but really, I'll show you how quick and easy it is. So what you do is you just go to tcgplayer.com and click the menu on the left here. Go to Pokemon, scroll down to where it says Price Guide at the bottom, and they give you a breakdown of every card in every set. So if you click this list here, you can click on any of the sets. Let's scroll down till we find one of the beginning ones at the top of our list here. Should be near the bottom. And let's just go with base set. So what you do is you highlight all of the data in this list. I'll show you quicker and faster ways to do this. You copy it, you go back to your spreadsheet, and you want it in this column here, the data. So I go to the column next to it, hit Control V to paste all that information, and then what we want is the data from column H. So you can just hit this Explore button at the bottom, and it'll give you the whole entire sum, the whole entire total of the whole set right here. So we're looking at 1,361.54, so 54 cents afterwards. So what I do from here is instead of dragging that number over, just kind of remember it. You can write it down, but I just kind of say it back. So 136,154. You hit Control Z to remove all this data so it cleans it up. Yeah, but just say that one more time. 1361.54. Control Z. Back here. 1361.54. And if you have this spreadsheet set up here, you can hit Format, Number, and change this stuff to currency. So it'll actually give you the dollar value every time. And then from here, when you finish all of this data, I can show you quicker and easier ways, but if you just go over here, you can hit Home, go to the top, and rather than scroll through this list, once you click on it once like that, you can just type in the set you need to find. So for example, if I want to go to Jungle next, you can't see it here, but you just type JU, goes to Jungle, hit Enter, bam, Jungle's here. Another quick thing you can do is you can start highlighting right here, hit page down to the end, hit page up, and you're right at the bottom where you need to be. Hit Control C for copy, then Control Tab to go back to your spreadsheet fairly quickly. And rather than right clicking and moving all this, you can just use the arrows. We were just at Jungle, so we hit Control V, gives us all the data. We wanted column H, so that would be right here. The data is 46920. So put that in here, 46920. And you do that for everything. It only takes roughly about an hour to get all 91 sets captured. But after that, you get this here. Oh, it's loading a little slow, but this here is all sets. I did it from last week to this week, and you can see which sets have gone up and which sets have gone down. So in this column here, you can create the formula to figure out the percentage increase of each set. So that is equals bracket. We want new value, so that's right here, minus the old value, that's right here, bracket, and you're dividing by the old value and timesing by 100 to get you the actual percentage increase. And it suggests autofill, but I'll show you how to do that without that there. So if you just take this here, it shows you your formula at the top in this column here, and see this little tiny blue square there? When you have that and you drag it down, it will do that for the next columns below as well, and with the same formula. So you can just drag that down all the way until you're at your 91st set. And that is how you can figure out which sets have gone up or down the most in the last week alone. So from there, you can actually just organize by actual set. So the most expensive sets that are available right now is you'd sort cheap, highest to lowest. I did lowest to highest. The day right here. So we have the most expensive sets: Skyridge, Aquapolis, Neo Destiny, Shadowless base set, and then Expedition base set. So all Wizards of the Coast sets. your first modern set, I'd say, is Hidden Fates. And you can see which ones have gone up and down since just last week alone. And then what's interesting is now you can organize it by this here to see what sets have gone down since last week and what sets have gone up since last week. Surprisingly, Breakthrough is rise the most. It's up 25%. So get your breakthrough cards out. I guess people want those break cards finally. And yeah, the interesting thing you can do to this is you can always hit Control Z, and you can get back to your original, what's it called, organization, or you can just organize it if you have it numbered the way I did here, and you can just organize this A to Z. But your Control Z feature is really nice. If you go to the most recent sets, I organized this by the way they came out. Vivid Voltage, your most recent set, is surprisingly your most expensive Sword and Shield set. So it's up. It keeps going up every time I look at it, and it's the only one really above $1,000. So that's nice. And then I'm going to say, out of all your vintage or your more modern sets, really, we saw that Hidden Fates was the only one in the top 10. And yeah, we can organize that again to see. So highest to lowest. And right here, what was it, 9th place? Yeah, so 9th place, Hidden Fates. Your only modern set, I'm going to say, within the last few years that are even riding in the charts here. So yeah, anyways, that's how I figured that out. And yeah, those are the highest and lowest sets if you wanted to figure out. Obviously, these sets have always been pretty expensive and always, I wouldn't say hard to find, but always been valuable. But then it's interesting to see these sets rising, specifically Breakthrough and Steam Siege, to be honest. Ultra Prism, I knew that would happen eventually. Team Up, that's not a bad set. I could see those ones rising, any EX set. But the Breakthrough and Steam Siege is really actually catching me by surprise. So that's interesting data. Hopefully you guys think this is interesting, and maybe I'll do it again week after week to see which sets continually rise or which ones are dropping and which ones you want to sell, I don't know, quick, which ones you want to buy while they're low if you're still collecting. So right now, if your Legendary Treasure sets are down 11%, you might be able to get some good deals on them. So I don't know, this is some interesting data that you can mine pretty easily yourself. Within an hour, you can do all 91 sets, and they even have the data for all the trainer sets. So I might eventually do that too. I already have that in a spreadsheet. I mainly did that for, I have it all organized. I printed these off and created my own little card tabs to organize all the cards so it's easier to find in all my monster boxes. So yeah, anyways, I'm out. Have a good one.